Hi students, welcome back to class 7th, subject mathematics. So today in mathematics, we are going to see the topic angle and pair of angles part 2. So let us recall, in part 1 we have studied the concepts like elements of angle, angles based on its measure, then the interior and exterior of the angle, complementary, supplementary angles and adjacent angle. So in part 2 we are going to see many concepts. The first one is here opposite rays. So here look at the figure given below. In this figure you will observe that ray BC and ray BA meet to form a straight angle and we get the straight line. Here ray BC and ray BA are opposite rays and point B is the common point of this both the rays at which these two rays are meeting. It means two rays which have common origin and form straight line are said to be opposite rays. Now student, let us practice out some questions which are based on the opposite rays. So here are some questions. Question number 1. Name the pair of opposite rays in the figure alongside. So for this question we are going to refer the diagram or you can say that figure alongside. So here by seeing this figure, ray PL and ray PM are the opposite pair of rays. Next pair is ray PN and ray PT. These are again here the pair of opposite rays. So it means the two pair of rays are formed here. Now question number 2. Are the ray PM and PT opposite rays? Give reason for your answer. So by seeing the figure we come to know that the answer is no, as the ray do not form straight line. Okay student, I hope so you have cleared the concept that is opposite rays. Now we will move on toward the next concept, that is angles in a linear pair. So see here the figure is given below. You can observe the figure. In this figure the angle PQR and the angle RQS in the figure are adjacent angle and are also supplementary angle. If you will observe it carefully, you will come to know that. It means the angle which have the common arm and whose other arms form a straight line are said to be angles in a linear pair. So angles in a linear pair are supplementary angles. The sum of the measure of angles in a linear pair is 180 degree. So as per that here, angle PQR plus measure angle RQS is equal to 180 degree. It means we can conclude that angles which have a common arm and whose other arms form a straight line are said to be angles in a linear pair. Okay student? So now we will move on toward the next concept, that is vertically opposite angle. So here the figure is given below. Observe that figure carefully. In this figure alongside the line PT, again I am repeating here, the line PT and line RS intersect each other at point Q. Thus, four angles are formed. How many pair of angles are formed there? Two pair, but the four angles are totally formed. Angle PQR is formed by the rays QP and QR. The rays opposite to ray QP and QR are QT and QS respectively. These opposite rays form an angle SQT. Hence, angle SQT is called the opposite angle of angle PQR. So in this way student, you can make the pair of opposite angles. And let me tell you one more thing, that is the measure of opposite angles is always equal. It means they are the congruent angle. They are the congruent angles. It means the angle formed by opposite rays of the arm of an angle is said to be its opposite angle. And the vertically opposite angle formed when the two lines intersect are of equal measure. Okay student, remember this concept. It will help you when you are going to solve the questions which are based on concepts vertically opposite angle. Okay student, now we will move on the next concept, that is interior angles of a triangle. So as in your previous standard you are very well known about this concept. It means if any triangle have three angles, and if we will measure that three angles, we will get that measure 180 degree. It means in this figure, if you will observe that measure angle A plus measure angle B plus measure angle C, after adding that three angles, we'll get here 180 degree. Okay student, now student, as we have seen the concept of interior angles of a triangle, now we are going to see the concept of interior angles of a polygon. For this concept student, observe the table given below and draw your calculations. So here are total 5 columns. Okay, so in column number 1, number of sides of the polygons are given. In column number 2, name of the polygon are given. In column number 3, polygons are drawn here, that is a figure of polygon are drawn here. In column number 4, number of triangles are formed in that polygon, that figure is given here. And in column number 5, sum of the interior angles measure is given here. So let us see how to find out. Okay, in the first one, triangle figure is given. So in this, total number of sides are 3. Only one triangle is formed. So that's why the calculation is 1 into 180 is equal to 180 degree. Next polygon, its name is quadrilateral. It has 4 sides and 2 triangles are formed. So that's why while measuring or calculating the measure of angle, 180 into 2 is equal to 360 degree. Next one is polygon. Its name is pentagon. Here 3 triangles are formed. That's why its measure is of 540 degree. Next figure, that is polygon, hexagon is given here, and here 4 triangles are formed. So that's why the sum of interior angles measure is given here 720 degree. Next figure is heptagon. In this polygon, total number of triangles are 5. So its measure of interior angles is 900 degree. Next polygon figure is given here, that is octagon. So number of sides are 8 and the triangle forms are 6. That's why the sum of interior angles is 1080 degree. So in this way student, we can calculate any polygon's sum of interior angles. So here the formula is given, that is n number of side, name of the polygon is a figure with n side. So the number of triangles are n minus 2 and the sum of interior angles is 180 degree into n minus 2. So in this way, by using this formula, we can calculate the sum of interior angle of any polygon. Okay student? So it means, note that the number of triangle formed in a polygon as shown above is 2 less than the number of sides the polygon has. Okay? So it means we can conclude that the sum of the measure of interior angle of a polygon is 180 degree into n minus 2. Okay student, I hope so you have cleared the concept of calculating the sum of interior angles of the given polygon. Okay, now we will move on the next concept, that is the exterior angle of a triangle. So by observing the figure, you will get to see here, in this triangle ABC, if the side BC of triangle ABC is extended as shown in the figure, an angle ACD is formed which lies outside the triangle. That is angle ACD which is formed and which lies outside the triangle. Now angle ACD is an exterior angle of a triangle ABC. And angle ACD and angle ACB are the angles in the linear pair. So angle PAB and angle QBC are also exterior angles of triangle ABC. It means on extending one side of triangle, the angle obtained which form the linear pair with adjacent interior angle of a triangle is called an exterior angle of that triangle. Every triangle has 6 exterior angle. So you can take here any figure and find out that 6 pair of exterior angles. Okay student? Now we will see exactly the property of exterior angle of a triangle. So here the figure is drawn, triangle PQR. After extending the ray QS, the exterior angle which is formed, that is angle PRS, is the exterior angle of triangle PQR. So the measure of exterior angle of a triangle is equal to the sum of its remote interior angle. So let us find out it. So here angle P and angle Q are the remote interior angle of a triangle PRQ. So let's see, just now we have studied the property of triangle, that is the sum of all three angles measure is always 180 degree. So we will apply that concept here. So angle P plus major angle Q plus major angle PRQ is equal to 180 degree. It means the sum of three angles of a triangle. Now in next step, major angle PRS plus major angle PRQ is equal to 180 degree. Why is it so? Because the angles are in linear pair. Now in next step, major angle P plus major angle Q plus major angle PRQ is equal to major angle PRS plus major angle PRQ. So in this step student, we will subtracting major angle PRQ from both the side, as we got here major angle P plus major angle Q is equal to major angle RPRS. Okay student? So this proves that again I am telling you, the measure of an exterior angle of a triangle is equal to the sum of the measure of its remote interior angle. Here the remote interior angles are nothing but the angle P and angle Q. Okay student, I hope so you understand this property of exterior angle. So practice out many sums which are based on this different properties. Okay student, thank you.